Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Ladies and gentlemen of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, it's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, tonight, you are seeing on the screen a first of the program, a first of a theme. A lot of times we repeat stuff, a lot of times it needs to be repeated, but for the first time ever, we are tackling a phenomenon in all of our lives, and that is growth. That and much more tonight on Explorations. Good evening, my explorers. How are we all doing? Namaste to each and every single one of you. It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste to each of you. How are we? How are we doing? It feels good to be with you. I'm not going to lie to you. It feels fantastic to be with you. Finally, I've been looking forward to this all day. Pent up that energy. Saved that energy for you guys. Actually laid down on the ground most of the day looking forward to this moment in front of us with us together right now, in which we can share the tools that will transform our lives for the ground up with the most effective personal power program in the country. Now, a lot of you are, I'm sure, wondering, Leslie, is that your only energy saving technique, to lay on the ground? Yes, it is. If I need to conserve energy, I hardly move. So that means in between shows, I am not moving, I am laying on the ground. Little example of what that might look like? Except laying flat on the ground. I keep my eyes open. I gotta stay alert. I say things every once in a while, but I try to say as little as possible. Because again, it's an energy-saving technique, and that's how much you all mean to me, and this program means to me, and how much I did devote myself, my entire life, past, present, and future, to this program, the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Can you please give me some feedback? Can you please let me know? Namaste to you. It feels really good. It does. It feels good to finally let that energy out, let that energy express itself. Namaste. Amazing Zen. Namaste. Curled up in a ball. In reference to what position? Great. Tired. Kook's tired. Aw. Flying Beat is also tired. Aw. Oh no! Namaste, Grandpa Liquor, happy to be exploring. Watcher of Games saying, meh. Meh. Namaste to you, though. I really appreciate it. New age energy. Stone Monster 400, always dialed in, always focused up. Stone Monster 400, new age energy. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to devote a whole night to the new age again. You guys remember that? You guys remember that absolutely historic night that we had on Exploration just a couple weeks ago? The new age. A historic spiritual paradigm. A historic spiritual. Well, you fucked up. Yep, I sure do like cats. You absolutely fucked yourself. You fucked yourself really aggressively and really significantly. Profound stuff that you fucked up that night. Namaste to you. I spent $57 on a vintage bowl today. What was on the bowl? Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Welcome to Explorations. As I was saying, guys, every once in a while I like to check into the chat, see what's going on, see what everybody's saying. Because sometimes I'll think there's got to be something interesting happening in the chat, right? There's got to be something. They got to be talking about something interesting. I see so many messages go by. At least one of those things are interesting. Nope. Very often. Nope. So then I turn back into my mind and I dial into my mind and energy and I let that loose for all of you here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Welcome on in, everybody. Tonight we are exploring growth in all its forms. Growth. All right. Now this, much like changing the world and the desire to do so that we explored on Tuesday, tonight we're exploring growth. Now, growth in the same way is something that we just have to deal with, all right? Anybody that's known a baby or a child has seen, or been a baby and child, has seen what it's like firsthand to grow, all right? We know what it entails. We know what it's like. Namaste. I have hemorrhoids. Guru, not proud of it, but I'm living my truth. Namaste to you, Psyduck. This is a sparkling kiwi guava Celsius. Not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. I like the sherbet one. You know what I'm talking about? No, that was the vodka ones were the I think that was the Astro Vibe, which I do like. I do like that flavor. I like all the I think I like the Vibe flavors the best. Apple's mean and cherry's good too. So it'd be hard to pick. I'd be like a kid in a candy shop at the Celsius factory. Namaste to you. Yeah, they're A-okay. Yeah, they're A-okay. I got one of those a couple weeks ago. It was decent. It was decent, as they say. But either way, have you had the fizz-free ones? Yeah, I don't really like them. I don't really like the fizz-free Celsiuses. The fizz-free Celsiuses are, I mean, I don't prefer them. Oh, let's just say that. I don't prefer them. I appreciate the option just in case, but I like the tickle. I like the tickle of the fizz. Yes. Mick Nab over at youtube.com. Namaste and welcome on in. Also, if you think you're sneaking by me with that resub, you can go ahead and take a hike. Because Grizzled Curmudgeon resubbed and reached 1 year. Can we get some namastes? Can we get some namastes in the chat right now for Brother Grizzled Curmudgeon? Brother Grizzled Curmudgeon coming in at the full year. Namaste. Yes, brother. Duncan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Stone, Bit. Yes. Yes. I love this. I love this. Yeah, 100% on over to Grizzled Curmudgeon. You put in the work, and we've all seen it. We've seen the transformation take place in your life. And I'll bet, you know, Grizzled, are you with us still? Because if so, I'd love to hear you answer this one question for you. I got one question, and that's it. One question for Grizzled Curmudgeon as they reach the year mark. Grizzled Curmudgeon, looking back to the Grizzled Curmudgeon that began this program a mere year ago, could you have, at that point, imagined the transformation that was about to take place in your life at the hands of the most effective personal power program in the country? Now, because it's one thing. Hit me, Guru. Go, Grizzled. Go, Grizzled. Because it's one thing to hear me say it over and over again and hear people say it from coast to coast, east to west, north to south. They're saying that this is the most effective personal power program in the country. And it's one thing to hear it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, it is an entirely different thing to experience that in the first person, head on. Namaste, bulbous ballsack. Hello, I'm new to all this, and psych. Oh boy, I had you guys by the taint, didn't I? Bulbous sack, having some fun, joking around. Oh, namaste. Yeah. So my question for you, Grizzled, is looking back that year, that grizzled curmudgeon a year ago. Could that grizzled curmudgeon have possibly imagined the transformation that was about to take place? I was trying to run from my pain and problems. The program taught me to live that pain. My life has changed forever. Thank you, Guru. Wow. Wow. Tremendous. Really amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste to you. Now, anyway, back to the show. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. So, guys, this program, first and foremost, is about tapping in to that untapped potential that is coursing through your veins as we speak right now. Your blood is percolating with every single heartbeat. It's natural. It's an ancient energy that has been there since the dawn of human consciousness as it emerged from animal, from single cell to plant to animal to more complex animals all the way up to human beings. All right, we are the dawning of a consciousness. Now, new age was brought up just a moment ago. In the mid-century, after a great deal of progress and success, guided and led by our brothers and sisters in the sciences, across, biological, chemical, physical, computer, any this, that, and the other, the sciences really ruled the roost for a good part of the 20th century. And at one point, one of those scientists, they came up. His name was Carl Sagan. And he came up about in the 60s, 70s, 80s with one of his catchphrases that we are the universe observing itself. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Sagan came on to the world stage as the preeminent science communicator after a couple centuries of insane scientific progress to say we are the universe observing itself. So he was kind of high on the hog, wasn't he? Looking back, looking at the power of observation, the power of the scientific method, the power of that knowledge. To say we are the universe observing itself. Now, did not take too long for a young man to step up and think more expansively, to think more, more outside the box, to be able to see the box, to be outside the box to some extent. And he went by the name of Terence McKenna. And he said the phrase, and some of you maybe have heard some version of this, we are the universe experiencing itself. Profound stuff. Profound stuff. We are the universe experiencing itself, is what he said. Sort of a revision, a sort of let's take the next step beyond observation, kind of thrusting the human being and its consciousness as a piece of the puzzle. We are the universe experiencing itself. Well, very bravely a few weeks ago, and yep, I shoot it like cats. You're going to want to listen to this because you fucked up by not being here for this. I announced formally the dawn of a new historic paradigm, a new spiritual paradigm, one rooted in the observable universe, yes, that we see around each and every single one of us. And it is a world of decay, a system, the self, other, and anything that binds us decaying in real time. Here we go. Fram, I found a copy of the IDF Come Commandos Handbook, and I've been doing a lot of research. Here's an excerpt. Chapter 3, subheading 2b, overview of electroejaculation and sperm retrieval procedure. 1, locate recently dead, less than 24 hours soldier. 2, attach collection sleeve to penis. 3, insert electric probe into anus next to the prostate. 4, activate the probe for 1 to 2 seconds, then stop. Repeat 2 to 3 times. 5, remove sleeve and transfer sperm to refrigerated specimen container. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. They're doing something right over there. They're doing this sperm retention stuff. I mean, they got that on lock. You know, say what you want, have whatever opinions you want about them. You know, they're getting crazy over there. All right, they are. They got certain things on lock, and that is one of them. Jacking off dead bodies. The next words Leslie is about to tell us has cured my soul. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get going on the Jazz Express, we find ourselves at the dawn of the end. We find ourselves experiencing, but more than anything, ladies and gentlemen, we must be thrust back into our subjective experience. And ladies and gentlemen, that is of defeat, that is of decay, that is of failing, that is of loserdom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not simply the universe observing itself. We are not simply the universe experiencing itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you we are the universe enduring itself. Now let's get a little sensual. Namaste. Ooh, girl. Yes. Yes. Now, tonight's about growth, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is about growth. We are exploring growth. We've all done it. Wow. We've all experienced it. Sometimes voluntarily, sometimes involuntarily.
I wish this would stop.
Sometimes it felt good, sometimes it felt not so good. But what is it really about? What's underneath it? What's our relationship to growth? And most of all, ladies and gentlemen, what does growth mean in the context of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner?
wish this would stop.
Pepperoncini, I see you. Pepperoncini, brother Pepperoncini, one of the strongest explorers that you will find in this little community here. Pepperoncini coming in with 5 community subs. 5 community subs, holy moly. I Love Fresh Memes resubbing for the 6th month in a row. Exploration time with the guys. So I Love Fresh Memes is here for the fellas, here for the guys. Namaste. Cougar Pie, 20 bits, namaste. Also to you, G Money Milo. Since joining the program just days ago, I've experienced major growth, the penis kind. So I think what he's doing an unfortunate penis joke. I don't really like, the Psychic Emergency National Alert System is a serious thing to me. I think it's unfortunate that it looks like the word penis, and I don't really appreciate when people draw attention to that. So, I see where you're coming from, a good place, G Money Milo, but if we could clean it up a little bit, I really appreciate it. Grizzled Curmudgeon, Jazz Express, Electro Stim, making my balls fizz. Making my balls fizz. Yes, and I'm sipping on a Celsius tonight just to give you guys an idea where I am at, because I am acting as a conduit here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. There's energy flowing all around me at all times, but while I'm on this screen, while I am with all of you during our stream together, Explorations, Lord knows I am dialed into you. But to give you an idea, is I operate like a prism up here, right? The universe to you and you to the universe. And then sort of the universe to itself and you to yourself. You and sort of all around. You to other people as well. Other people, to other people, but also to you. The universe, coming through me. I'm like an operator board, right? I'm on that old-timey operator board, except vibes. And just give you an idea, I've been pouring Celsius all over this operator board. All right, I've been pouring Celsius all over the little outlets and the little cords. All right, just to let you know, I'm a little supercharged right now. It's going straight. I'm taking a Celsius to the dome right now. Sideck, thank you so much for that single bit, brother. I really appreciate that. Can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Namaste and blessings to you. Here we are, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, getting into growth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I wanted to bring up tonight is because we do have this is leading up to a special announcement that we're going to be making later. And I'm very excited to make this announcement. Very excited to make this announcement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have been here for a while, those of you that have been here for the past calendar year, you are aware of what this special announcement will mean once I make it. You are keenly aware of the change that will take place energy level wise, what this implies for the community, what this implies for the program once I make this announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit later on tonight, I will make this announcement. I will be making the announcement. Yes, I'll be making the announcement a little bit later on. But first, let's get through some theme, because tonight I need to take you to task. All right? You know, sometimes we do a little softball pitch theme. Sometimes we take it easy, and tonight we're not taking it easy. Tonight, Leslie will be holding you to account. We'll be putting the program in your mind, in your heart, further, deeper, pushing you past what you think you are capable of. And that is part of my job, is to have the vision of you beyond that, the you that you think. The you that you think is happy to be sitting at a keyboard right now. Happy to be sitting on a phone, looking at a phone. That's you. But I see a different you. I see a you more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Each and every single person in the chat right now. So tonight, when we open up on growth, when we open up the line and get in on growth, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that Leslie's here to work. Okay? Of course, we'll play along the way. That's the way we do it. We like to have little jokes every now and again. But tonight, I am here to really hold your feet to the fire. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to believe in you. I am here to let that you that's inside of you screaming to be let out. It's being Guantanamo torture, isolated right now, fingernails pulled out. That version of you hasn't seen the sun in years. Stone Monster 400, people are like Durr and Hubbo spanking that growth. Stone Monster 400, I'm excited to hear from you a little later tonight, because you've always got something. You've always got something special for us. Namaste to you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we open up the line, there are a couple orders of business as always. P.O. Box, guys, send me some stuff. I love we've had such a beautiful week of mail for the past week. We got the Yellow Deli from Cooker Pie. Cooker Pie, thank you so much again for that gorgeous merchandise from a community and an organization that I can't wait to partner with. The Yellow Deli, often called a cult, and there's an argument for that, but I'm tired of that word getting thrown around in a negative way. I am. I'm tired of that word getting thrown around by closed-minded, so-and-sos, you-know-whats. Jackals and rapists is what they are, throwing the word cult around in a negative way, trying to silence them, trying to break apart a bond that is extremely, extremely important. Namaste, Neil. Namaste to Neil. Great to see you. Cult is just downwind of culture. Interesting. I'd love to hear more about that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. I also got some stuff from Butterfly. Butterfly, I've got to adjust the size. Is Butterfly here? Butterfly hasn't been here for a bit, but he did give me this watch, among other things. Take a look at that, huh? Take a look at that beaut. Apparently, it's got real diamonds in it. This hell got real diamonds in it. Very cool. Butterfly, I gotta adjust the clasp on it so that it fits. No, it's not a Rolex. It's an Oleg Cassini. It's an Oleg Cassini. Beautiful piece. Yeah, beautiful piece. Namaste. No, again, thank you so much again to Butterfly Beulah. Blessings and namaste to you. But yeah, the P.O. box is below as well. So I love getting stuff from you guys. I'm always checking that dang thing, and I love just opening it and seeing a little slip for me, going to the desk and getting a little package. Really exciting stuff, and I really appreciate everybody who sends me anything. It really brightens my day. It really, truly does, and I appreciate it immensely. Now, one more point of order before we jump into tonight's theme. One more quick little point of order. Guys, if you have seen the call-in show and you are hungry, thirsty, ready for the next level that we speak about so frequently, but you're just not getting enough, right? You're not getting enough from the ability to call. You're not for free. You're not getting enough from hitting those channel points. You're not getting enough from the bit stuff. You're not getting enough. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a library of exclusive materials waiting for you for just a couple dollars a month at my community of devoted light at patreon.com. At the community of devoted light at patreon.com, where I host my videos, my podcasts, my monthly postcard, which I'm about to send out tomorrow. I'm talking about music downloads. I'm talking about a secret Discord channel where we talk amongst ourselves away from, we call you cows, and we call everybody else livestock and cows behind your back from a secret Discord channel. And if you would like that privilege, you would like that fun, you would like that experience in your life, ladies and gentlemen, the community of devoted light at patreon.com is calling your name. For just a couple dollars a month, you can enter my inner circle, access my personal library of growing program materials. Namaste to you. Namaste. I hope you do check it out. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the theme, because tonight I'm so eager to speak to all of you. We got a lot of work to do. Like I said, growth. We're going to have some fun while we do it, ladies and gentlemen. You know we have some fun while we do it. I know I came off kind of hot earlier, right? Kind of serious. And I know that I can be a serious, heavy guy, right? I'm not like a funny guy. I'm not like you can go to a lot of streams like Applebox, for instance. He's a funny guy. He is funny. And I love to watch his program. I love to have the laughs. I love watching the clips. He's a very funny guy. And I know I'm not. I know I just don't have that piece inside of me. I don't have it in me to be that, because I'm so passionate about the next level. Stone Monster 400, we laugh so much in the esoteric garden, so much fun in the next level. Stone Monster 400. Can you argue with that? Can you argue with Stone Monster 400 right now? That is so funny, and I really appreciate that. See, I like to laugh. I'm just not funny. But so we are going to have some fun. So don't think it's just going to be all work. Of course, we're going to have fun, all right? But let's get down to brass tacks. Let's open up that line. 708-420-8953. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Amelia.
Amelia. Hon, welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight, sweetheart?
Doing all right. Got some McDonald's cookies, pissing a lot. You know how it is.
Right. You got an infection?
I don't know. Just pissing a lot today. Maybe related. Like I ran out of my medication for a few days and just started back on it. Maybe that's why.
What medication was it?
It's an antidepressant. Prestige.
And so the withdrawals make you pee?
I don't know. I haven't had this happen before. I'm just guessing based on it's the only thing that's changed recently, right? So.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Amelia, that's all as exciting as that is to hear. I'm glad you got a little snack. I'm glad you're doing something that feels good, but I want to take you to task tonight. Amelia.
Of course.
We're talking about growth. Tell me about a time in your life that you grew.
I think it was February 28th, 2017. I had my appendix surgery at the time. I developed appendicitis. They originally told me, like, oh, you're probably going to be fine. You probably don't have it. Then they were like, yeah, you fucking got this shit. We got to pull that out of you. And, ever since then, I think that was a catalyst to me growing worse and worse for the rest of my life.
Interesting. So, brothers and sisters, I want to point out something that's relatively advanced that a lot of you might have missed. And I can't blame you for missing, especially if you haven't been here for very long. But Amelia, having been, been around the program for a little bit and being a very talented explorer here, I want to illuminate something that you just said, Amelia. I've been growing. A lot of times when people think growing, they think positive, right? They think better, right? They think expanding knowledge, expanding perspective. But you just said growing worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was something I wanted to make sure, I was thinking, hey, maybe, I don't think I've called in first before, but I wanted to get in here. If it feels a little like a premature, almost like I'm making a counterpoint to a point that hasn't been made yet, since I'm the first one here. But I think it is an important distinction that I kind of start putting on the table, I think the program is very accepting and encouraging of growing worse.
100%, 100%. It's dare I say that it's the path of the next level. To decay, to degenerate, to pervert, to sort of basically to die. And what I hear,
think that you and the program have really pushed me to be worse. I really appreciate it.
Well, but here's the thing too: is that while we explore it, and in some ways, yeah, we do push some of our explorers to get worse. But I would say nearly 100% of the time, and maybe you can relate to this, the explorers are already getting worse, right? They're already doing bad. How many of the people that call up this program are what you would call doing good?
Not many. I don't know if there's any, to be honest.
I don't think a single one. I think every once in a while, somebody normal will call up, and I can tell they're not lying, and it gives me vertigo. I'm like,
I think they usually never call again.
Huh?
I think they usually end up never calling again.
Yeah, I think well, because honestly, they're weirdly enough, they are the most defended against the path of the next level. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're really getting out there. We're getting with some advanced topics of the program right now. Well, so let's backtrack a little bit and pick up the trail again. Growing worse after the appendicitis. What does that look like in detail? Talk to us about that.
Let's see. Well, I've grown probably 100 times more emotionally unstable. I've lost everybody who I've cared about, estranged from family members, dropped out of school, became the neat princess you know today. Just every single point. Never got any. I didn't have any money before, but I never got any money. My financials, stayed flatline. Everyone else got jobs and shit like that. Stopped going outside. Just stay in my room all day. Yeah.
Wow. That's not good. That's a lot of bad stuff. That's a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah.
And talk 100%. To me.
And it's still getting worse.
And talk to me. So, Amelia, now we explored this from the outside. Now, Amelia, take me into the inside experience. Amelia, I could venture some guesses as to how it feels to be you experiencing all this bad, negative, growing worse, as you said. And I certainly agree with that description. But tell me, Amelia, how does it feel to be getting so much worse and so quickly?
I think the first few years I still had hope. I was still kind of fighting against it. I was still thinking this was a temporary blip. I think, in the more recent past few years, I've become more comfortable with it, embraced it, made it my home, lived within these bounds. There's been a few occasions, not many, there's been a few occasions where I've felt something that could be described as joyous or positive or happy. And it's quite a disturbing feeling. Don't get me wrong, feeling quite bad is also disturbing, but in a
G-Money
different way.
G-Money Milo, communal vision. Don't worry, you'll get better after you get worse. Any response to that?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I think
too.
that
G-Money, you were
some
missing the
progress.
mark tonight, G-Money. Listen,
Yeah.
you came in pointing out that the Psychic Emergency National Alert System sort of reminds you of joking around how it reminds you of the word penis, which I don't appreciate. I want to be 100% honest with you. I did not appreciate that. I know you're coming from a playful, humorous place, but I take that system of alert very seriously. It's a one-of-a-kind thing. I have never seen another channel, let alone, this exists anywhere. Quote,
the feeling that we are part of something, going somewhere. There is no better drug on earth. Definitely better than whatever my friends and patients are ODing on.
100%, yeah. If you're looking for a drug, just... If you're looking for a drug, I have some places to get you started, and it's not drugs.
Could I respond to that quote
Please.
for a little bit?
Please.
I think it's a quite intoxicating feeling as well to know that you are part of absolutely nothing.
Well, and so you're in a unique position, because we can all say that, right? We can all learn to say some existential filler. But you're in a unique position. You're unemployed. You have like no money. You're like sucking the moisture out of McDonald's cookies in a homeless tent or whatever you're doing. Your family won't talk to you. Things are not looking good, and it's not looking like it's gonna get better. So from that perspective, though, now go.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm living it here. I'm really I feel like a lot of other people who would say these kind of other things.
Real quick, psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious. One moment.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Serious 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has grown to the size of a building. His shits are tanker truck trailer sized, blowing and melting the ground after dropping from the mutated dog. The rabid red hound is consuming everything in its path. The military is planning on using a nuclear weapon to stop the mad pooch. Evacuate the town to 50 miles. Repeat, cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has grown to the size of a building. His shits are tanker truck trailer sized, blowing and melting the ground after dropping from the mutated dog. The rabid red hound is consuming everything in its path. The military is planning on using a nuclear weapon to stop the mad pooch. Evacuate the town to 50 miles. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Yahoo Serious coming in with another one of those Clifford the Big Red Dog updates, which I'm pretty sure, as we've discussed before, is a hallucination. So it's good to check back in with that. And
yeah, definitely on topic.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Yahoo. Thank you for raising that to the level of an emergency. Bring all of our attention to that. Namaste to you. Now, Amelia, listen. Talk to me. We could put any word here in terms of growth, but because you're on the path of the next level. Your life is getting absolutely worse. You are more alone than ever. You're poorer than ever. You have fewer prospects in your life than ever. Now, you've never been closer to the next level. So, in that respect, how do you feel about growth?
I think it's important.
Quick communal vision from Pepperoncini. Amelia, have you considered how you will continue growing worse when not in such an ideal situation for it? What will you do if you were handed $1 million tomorrow?
Well, that's interesting because I have thought about what if I just get everything that I think I want. And I think I'm so deep in the pit of being worse. I think that could even make me even worse. I think if I get everything and I realize I'm still trapped in my own mind, that could be a catalyst to the next level.
Okay, go ahead and finish that thought that you were saying a little bit ago about growth, and then we'll kind of wrap things up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think growing worse is perhaps one of the only things that I have left. I've long since abandoned, the surface, the heights. I only know these deep and dark and tragic pits. And the only thing that I can do anymore is continue to ride down this road and see what's there and discover it for myself and attain it for myself.
Listen, what you said is so pregnant with so much rich, so many rich lessons. Let's leave it right there, okay?
Okay.
Okay, namaste, Amelia.
Lovely as always. I've been waiting for that breast milk guy to get back on. I'm trying to direct him to you, but I've met some other interesting characters. I don't know if you want me to be throwing more people your way.
Amelia, yes. You don't even need to ask. If you got someone on the line, you throw them the number, you throw them over here to us, and we will explore.
I've been trying my best to spread the program. I'd love to. And if I may say another thing, I saw I think it was Michaela asking, currently the homeless thing is delayed until next month, so I'm still around for now. We'll see if maybe it'll happen. Maybe then things will get worse. But I'm a little worried. I might even start to get better at some point if that happens. So hopefully it doesn't happen.
If that happens, we'll address it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we'll address it together. Communal Vision from Duncan did it. Those cookies, though, McDonald's really surprised us with some stellar cookies. What did the hamburger do? Rob a Granny's recipe box? They're almost as good as mood meds. Almost. Breast milk would make those cookies sing.
Have we talked about McDonald's cookies? Did we talk about that last time?
Not explicitly.
They're so fucking good. You would be very surprised at how good they are. They're delicious. They definitely can't be fresh. It's McDonald's, but they heat that shit up. It's amazing. Like every week, I've been getting like this little 13-pack of them. I get a late night craving. It's amazing. You gotta try them, man.
I'm so excited. To give them a try.
Namaste.
Namaste, Amelia. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too.
708-240-8953. We're exploring growth tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
It's Michaela.
Michaela, welcome back to the program, hon. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm on cloud nine. I'm having a fantastic evening with the community exploring growth.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. So, Michaela, listen, you weren't the first. You weren't the first caller tonight.
No, and you know what? I tried. I think I've lost my magic with that. I think the program itself has manifested that maybe my streak of being first is over, and that's okay.
Wow. Okay, well, we all have it's all part of the journey, right? The journey can't stay the same. Categorically, everything's got to change, and that's one thing that has shifted for you. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's fine.
Does it really? It doesn't sound, if I'm being completely honest with you, completely empathetically as your therapist, it doesn't sound like you're fine with it.
I mean, I'd like to be first, but I don't feel like I have to. It's whatever.
Okay. We'll come back to it. It's a little sensitive right now. We'll come back to it. So let's continue. So tonight we're exploring growth, Michaela. So growth, when I say growth to you, like what are some thoughts and feelings that come to mind, right?
Well, it's funny that you bring up growth. I have a very good thing that connects to that just happened.
Please share with me. Communal Vision real quick from Pepperoncini. Can't wait to get this perspective. Pepperoncini says, first the worst, second the best, written by a brooding loser who had a bunch of free time from not winning.
Well, you know what they say. Early bird gets the worm, second mouse gets the cheese.
Being poor is bad.
All right, let's continue.
So I was at, this was after Bible study yesterday. I was just hanging out with my friends and we were in and out. And there were like a pack of teenagers who were in their own Bible study, and we were talking with them just about life and things. And I came to the shattering realization that a 16-year-old is a decade younger than me. Wow,
yeah.
Yeah. But as I was sort of like observing them, you know, and thinking back to how I was when I was 16, you know, they were so full of life. They were so excited. One of them was dating a guy, and she's like, "We're gonna get married." And this other girl was like, "I want to get married by 24." And I think I didn't mean to, but I laughed in her face, and then I said sorry. But
And this was a stranger. This woman with this 24-year-old young woman was or how old was she? She's 16?
no, she was. This was like a bunch of teenagers who were going to their own teenage Bible study. They had approached us because they realized we had just gotten out of our Bible study, and so we were just like chatting, all of us.
And so 16-year-old saying she wants to be married by 24, and you laughed in her face.
Yeah, like a sad laugh, like an empty, sad laugh.
An empty, sad
That's
laugh.
how I
And that's
felt.
because is it because you feel empty and sad about not being married?
Yeah.
And just not finding that special someone, being alone.
Yeah, it's just like a grisly realization, you know, because I felt similar to her when I was her age, and then I'm an adult, and it's not the case.
So, you know, I bring up growth.
Mm-hmm.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to illuminate something that we covered with Amelia just a couple of moments ago. Just a couple of moments ago, Amelia called up. I posed a question to her about growth, and she said that she's been growing worse and worse and worse over the past couple of years. Now, second caller, Michaela, usually the first time caller, but she got beat straight up, just defeated, she lost.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to act like she wasn't upset about it. And then I asked about growth. So stagnant. You're stagnant. You're lonely. You're alone. How does it feel emotionally? You know, other than sad, you use the word sad. What are some other words that we could use to describe this? Is it, do you feel anxious about it?
I kind of do,
Yeah.
because I've noticed a disturbing pattern of guys liking girls that are younger and younger, and like one day I won't be able to bear children, but I don't think I even want children, you know?
Wow, interesting. So you feel yourself getting older, less,
Mhm.
you know, less bright, shiny, you know, flexible, without any sort of blemishes or marks.
I have plenty of blemishes, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're getting more, and they're getting worse.
Yeah, sure.
And it's in this insecurity about it that the fellas aren't gonna like this, right?
Yeah.
You look at your.
You know,
Go ahead. A quick affirmation for these. Listen, use your position of relative, you know, metaphysical isolation to enjoy your flaws to the fullest extent. Pepper and Cheney, thank you so much for that. Blessings and namaste. So you're getting worse as time goes on, right? You're getting uglier. You're getting less appealing in general, and you're getting emotionally. You're kind of just getting this sort of rigor mortis sort of set in, an anxiety and a death rattle.
and I mean,
Well, the nipple bottom with a communal vision, you really only need sperm. Not every culture thinks you need a man to raise kids.
I don't really want that.
Good vibes only?
Real quick quote.
Good vibes are a sickness. They are breast milk to the feeble-minded.
No. But ideally, right? If we're looking at this picture in your mind, Look at this picture in your mind of a Michaela that's fulfilled according to what we're talking about right now. She's married. She has a kid because you're in like a solid, safe enough relationship.
Yeah.
And the marriage is solid, and you share values. I would imagine you're both share the same like spiritual values.
Yes.
By which to raise that child.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's say that's a 10, right? That's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Where
right.
and 0 is just fucked, right? Just no hope. Where are you right now? Would you have to say between 0 and 10? Taking into account all that negative shit you said about yourself, about getting like uglier and less attractive and getting anxious about it, etc.
Well, the thing is, it's 7, which is higher than you think.
7.
Because
okay. All right. Yeah. I want to hear this.
Because I also simultaneously don't care as much about what men think, and men are also becoming more and more unappealing to me the more that I learn about them. So it kind of evens it out.
So evens out. It's sort of banishing the entire scale.
Well, it doesn't. See, I still desire to get married, but I have become so tired of the whole situation that, it's almost like the weight of it lessens.
Well,
and
listen,
that sort of.
This is Michaela. This is tremendous. This is tremendous. I want to say, first of all, this is really exciting news. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
Oh, just, like if you take some weight off of a balloon, it's gonna float higher, but that doesn't mean there's more helium in it.
Okay, so listen, Michaela, this is a tremendous, and a lot of people wouldn't say this. A lot of therapists wouldn't say this. A lot of therapists will try to give you a little bit of a pep talk, or try to secret one. They'll try to be like, no, don't give up hope, or like try to like put it, try to maybe neg you. Sometimes therapists neg sort of with positivity, and it's a very hideous process. But anyway, the point being, I think this is a genuine, beautiful evolution, because and it's very important that we keep this in mind. I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to think about being so disappointed and being so hopeless and feeling the context that birthed and held this future idea of yourself. The context is evaporating in real time.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than on that scale of like 0 being fucked and 10 being married with a child, rather than moving that number up towards the husband situation, it's disintegrating that entire thing.
Yeah, so just not caring.
What'd you say?
Just not caring anymore?
Yes, but one thing that's very important, real quick communal vision for Cougar Pie. Do you actually want to get married?
I want someone that I feel so at home with that I am willing to do the work that it takes to commit the rest of my life with them. So, yeah, I do. But I don't want to get married just for the sake of getting married.
Pepperoncini with a communal vision now. He's got broad shoulders, a kind heart, and the kind of arms that make you feel safe in a storm. A man of faith, he leads with quiet strength, puts God first, and loves deeply. Dependable, loyal, and surprisingly good at Sunday pancakes. He's not just strong, he's steady. Total husband material. This man does not exist. He is AI generated. How'd that feel to hear?
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. I know that. Yeah, he's not wrong.
Well, listen, to wrap up what I was trying to say, Michaela, I think that one thing, as your beliefs evolve, one thing that I don't want you to let go of is I want you to mourn this old Michaela. I want you to mourn this idea of marriage, this married Michaela. And I want you to hold a funeral in your mind for this child that won't come. I want you to mourn this. This is a sadness, a loss, a failure on your part.
Right. I
Okay.
will do that.
Don't take this as a positive evolution, the universe showing you a new path, blah, blah, blah. That is loser talk. This is a loss. And your power is waiting in that loss. Mother Nipple Bottom, I have also been married for 30 plus years. You two need to get a room.
Who to?
No idea. There are 112,000 people listening to your baby problems. Get a Nirvana album. That's from Hypocryptomatic. Any response?
What does Nirvana have to do with this? I'm confused.
And then we got one more communal vision from Phil Z74. Just says, I heart boobs. So Phil Z74, probably looking at his own breasts and just thinking about making him think about other breasts and being like, oh, I love these things. Well, Michaela, it has been a real treat to speak to you tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm genuinely proud of your loss and your growth downward. Any final statements for the chat? Real quick affirmation for women. Listen, you're in a tremendous position to experience and guide us all through the experience of just being an anemic burden. And continue, Michaela.
I'm not anemic anymore. My iron levels are evened out. I checked.
All right, well, that's good enough. Namaste to you.
Namaste.
708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're exploring growth tonight. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's me, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny, how you doing, hon?
Okay, how you been doing?
Oh, I'm doing really good, really solid. I'm focused tonight. I know it might seem like I'm a little low energy, but it's because I'm so focused on the theme tonight, growth, on explorations.
Oh. So what have you been up to? Did you talk to anybody?
No, like I said at the top of the exploration tonight, I laid on the ground.
Oh, Les, that's what I did. It's a good move.
I was conserving energy for this evening.
It's brave.
What did you do
Smart.
today? What did you do today, Jenny? Did you talk to anyone? Did you find any more dead bodies or whatever?
No, I laid as well. One time I thought I was falling asleep on the toilet, and I was just, like you said, just trying to conserve.
Fell asleep on the toilet. Tell me what
I wanted to be present, man.
What was going on in the thinking there? Yeah, was it just a desire to be more present and mindful, or?
Yeah, I've got stuff to take care of. So, 2 birds, 1 stone, Les. 2 birds, 1 stone.
2 birds, 1 stone. Interesting. And so you fell asleep, and did your legs fall asleep?
No. I'm always ready to kick and fight. You always have to be ready.
So you're so sort of traumatized that even when you're asleep, you're sort of your amygdala is sort of just activated, and you stay in like a tense prey animal position.
That's interesting you say prey animal. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I'm not prey, but okay, whatever, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, I'm ready to do kung fu and anything and pull out a weapon. I forgot them, but I'll use anything I've got. It's usually mostly like if I don't have a weapon in my leg, right? So I was just trying to sit and like calm myself off with like a washcloth on my head. Anyway, yeah, otherwise it's been really good. It sounds like you've been good too.
Yeah, tremendous stuff. Now, Jenny, we're exploring growth. Now, you've heard the first couple calls tonight. When I say growth to you, though, I want to hear about you, Jenny. I don't want to hear from anyone else but you right now. Growth. What's going on? When I say that word to you, what thoughts and feelings come to mind? Maybe a time that you grew, maybe your attitudes toward growth in general, strategies for growth. We've got a quick
College
quote. Hold
educated
on.
should be kept away from
Okay, sorry.
politics, the same way a schizophrenic should be steered away from the Bible. They need our help.
Okay, continue. Continue about growth.
I got my locks changed. And I took care of a fever, and I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna support my friend that's isn't at a place with dead bodies in the yard, and I'm just moving forward, man. I'm looking forward. Toot toot, toot toot.
Toot toot. Is that a phrase that you use when you're growing, Jenny? You say toot toot.
If you take out that instrument, I swear.
Oh no! That'd be a
something.
dangerous thing to do. That'd be a dangerous thing to do right
In
now.
here.
I don't want to mix sensuality with what we're talking about right now.
Not sensual.
Now, Jenny, listen. When it comes
Why
to
do you do that? Why do you play jazz?
I ask myself that question every day.
Why?
I ask myself that question every goddamn day. I find myself just, playing the saxophone and ripping little licks all throughout the day.
Why?
And we got a quick quote.
The post office should have a hangout area. I would kill political officials to achieve this end.
100%. Given the right political faction and momentum and path to power, I would do that. I'm just letting that. I don't know if the communists or the anarchists or whatever else, the fascists or whatever, maybe got that on their platform. That is my bottom line. That is my bottom line. Now, Jenny.
Les, do you ever?
Yep.
When you play your woodwinds.
Sure.
Come on, man. Have you ever smelled what your friggin' reed smells like? Because that shit smells like shit.
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
Why?
Yeah, it smells so bad.
For yourself?
Inside the mouthpiece and the neck and it's
old spit.
Old spit that sort of gets dry and then it gets re-wetted and then smells really bad.
Do you know what that can grow?
What?
Forward flies. Look at this. Of course, I offer lots of whatever. I mean, like, we could talk about growth and stuff, but that literally grows forward flies. And that is something that it comes out of pipes, and they're worse than fruit flies. So you're just growing that, and then you just think you're you're doing all over the place.
So toot toot, is this a catchphrase that you use when you're growing? You can feel yourself growing. You say the phrase toot toot.
Okay, good call. Yeah, sometimes I do, but I don't like saying that. I don't like it.
Right, of course. But sometimes you do. You find yourself in a position given the recent past. Let's look at the recent past, right?
Okay.
Some pretty tumultuous times, right? With Sebastian and
I know.
I
don't even know who that is.
And this almost dead woman that you that was involved.
Taken away again, by the way.
Huh?
Taken away again.
Take what away? What are you talking about?
She was taken away again by paramedics. You know what I always think to myself, Les?
So listen, what I'm trying to get across, though, is your life is not good. When I said earlier that a lot of the callers, when they call up, their life is not, they're not doing good. You're one of those people. And so when I imagine you going through your life, which is categorically not good, and you're just in these little moments of your weird little growth, and you're just saying toot toot. I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Like you're stepping over a dead body. You're getting you're stealing those little tuna to go packs from the dollar store or whatever you're doing, and then you say toot toot.
Yeah, toot toot.
Sitting on the curb outside the Family Dollar with that little plastic spoon, scooping the tuna salad out.
Toot toot.
Toot toot.
It is pretty homey, which is cool. Leslie, did you know that I played the flute?
I did know that for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. One time, no, I don't want to talk about it. Toot toot. Les, I was right. Also, previous caller. That's why I called in. I'm sorry. Gross. Oh, oof. I'm hot again, Les. It's hot in here.
Yeah, I'll bet. Now, growth. So listen, I think, no, guys, there's a
Hold on, I'm
reason.
not finished.
You're not saying anything. Say it.
I'm about to tell you. She was feeling bad about feeling 26 next to children.
Right,
that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, it's because you're old as shit.
Okay. I guess you're right, Les.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because listen, I'm in your boat. I'm significantly older than Michaela, and when I hear that, but I also have tremendous empathy with where Michaela's coming from. You know, this feeling. This feeling is the beginning. Right. This is just the beginning, and that feeling that she's talking about is only going to get worse. That's why people like us.
So bad.
That's what I'm saying. When we hear about it, we're like, "Oh, girl, shut your mouth." But it's just like it's because we know that's only going to get worse. Mindy knew.
It's going to get so much uglier.
Mindy New says, "Happy 69th birthday, Jen."
Okay, that's not true though. Mindy New's lying. That's a lie. We're not there yet. But I will tell you this: I'm gearing up. That I'm getting my animals together. My friend said that he just wants me to get in the car and drive, and until I run out of gas. And then he said that he'll support my life. And then if I ever get scared, that he'll pay for me to come back in.
Progress where?
What do you think about that, Les?
Quote. What?
Okay, sorry.
In what direction and to what extent?
I think I got
Once again,
burpy.
far better to have a severe intellectual disability and a loaded gun than carry these fairy tales around.
Namaste. Beautiful quote on my part, by the way. We got Pepperoncini with a communal vision. Pepperoncini says, proof growth sucks. If you grow too much, then you get too small for your tub and you throw up into a mug at work about it.
Okay. Nobody does that.
You just throw up again?
I throw up privately. We're private on the phone right now, so I can throw up with you, but
this is 100% not private.
What?
There's over 100,000 people watching this, and this is not private.
Okay. All right. Well then,
there's more people watching this than Kai Cenat or Queso or
what does that mean?
XQC or
what is that? Are those names?
Oh, they're streamers that I personally have worked with through Explorations with Leslie Tanner, and they're
You know what I say?
They're waiting for that next. They're waiting to blow up. They're waiting to get that next little taste of something. I'm trying to get them over the hump.
Blow up in my toilet.
I'm saying, listen, beautiful talk tonight, Jen. Any final notes about growth tonight before we move on?
No, I feel like I'm doing good. I just want all the young children to understand that life is going to get so much shittier. Freaking get your armor on, babies. Grow your own vegetables. I told you the same thing the other night. We all got to get ready to run, get some good running shoes, and be happy and safe, but definitely safe. Definitely safe.
Right on. Well, namaste to you.
Hey, Les, guess what?
What?
You're tough nuts, bud.
Namaste to you, Jenny. It's great to talk to you.
I love you. Namaste.
Namaste. I love you too, hon. Namaste. Great talk. Yeah, if we could do a quick shout out for a streamer called Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat. I think I look at him. A lot of people don't see what I see, but I see something that could go to the next level in that young man. I think he's got that eagerness. He's got that genuine vibe. He's also just got he's got a magnetism to him. But he just needs to find the right current or something. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Hello, Leslie. How are you this evening?
I'm doing wonderfully. Poet, how are you tonight?
Growth. Learning, yearning, attempting to be discerning, a lump of bloated chance. Growth. Not another point of contention, a point of ascension, dissension. Growth. Getting bigger, spreading, longer, harder, stronger, delictitious. Growth. To some, nowhere, changing from and into, becoming the same. Indecision. Growth. Into violence with or without permission, starting a new transition. Growth. Changes, becoming another something, unwarranted and without warning. Growth. Internally, physically, cells divining a new stasis, cancerous dooming. Growth. Namaste.
Wow, and that's Poet for you. Namaste, Poet. Blessings to you, and thank you so much for a poem about growth from our resident poet. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
No more poetry. It slows everything down. Let's grow.
All right, there we go. It's Angry Mike. There he is. How are you doing tonight, brother?
How are you, Guru? Doing good?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good tonight. I feel, and quick psychic emergency from Yahoo Serious. Please hold.
All right, bud.
You have to be quiet during it, though.
Well, can I eat chips?
Sure, but
This is the
try to be
Psychic
quiet about
Emergency
it.
National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Yahoo Sirius 444 to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has climbed the mountain next to town. We expect the crazed beast to howl towards the rising full moon. If you are not wearing protection, you will suffer permanent hearing loss. Nuking the dog has been postponed due to risk of civilian casualties. The town mayor is reaching out to John Hammond from Jurassic Park about renting a dinosaur to fight the dog. Voting amongst the town will soon begin to choose which dinosaur the town will select to be its champion. Repeat. Cheer 400 Clifford the big red dog has climbed the mountain next to town. We expect the crazed beast to howl towards the rising full moon. If you are not wearing protection, you will suffer permanent hearing loss. Nuking the dog has been postponed due to risk of civilian casualties. The town mayor is reaching out to John Hammond from Jurassic Park about renting a dinosaur to fight the dog. Voting amongst the town will soon begin to choose which dinosaur the town will select to be its champion. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, thanks so much, Yahoo Serious, keeping us updated with an extremely detailed hallucination involving Clifford the big red dog. This time with some dinosaurs involved. I don't know. Really, honestly, very rich stuff. Namaste to Yahoo Serious for that. I really appreciate that. Keep us abreast, brother. Namaste. Angry Mike, back to you.
Hold on. I'm almost done.
Did you eat chips?
You know, I'm a fan of eating just tortilla chips like plain. Like, I don't need salsa with it. I don't necessarily need cheese. I can eat them right out the bag. You know what I mean? I don't need all the frills.
Yeah.
Hold on, one more.
So you're just like a regular old working class Joe.
Like a pure American, you know what I mean? Like salt of the earth, you know what I mean? Salt, like the salt on these. What's the brand that makes tortilla chips? What are they called? Hold on, let me see. Tostitos, like salt on the Tostito, but American, you know?
Is that your go-to brand as a working class American?
Yeah, because I can't bring myself to buy like bootleg, you know, secondhand brand tortilla chips. They taste like shit. So I I save up, and at the end of the month, I
feeling
wait
of
for the
quote,
logo.
Quote. Be quiet.
Going somewhere. There is no better
I have
drug
to do another
on
one because
earth.
that's a repeat.
Definitely better than whatever my
Oh,
friends
so now
and
we're just giving
patients
2
are
for
ODing
1
on.
tonight? What is it, discount night? That's
If
not
there's
fair.
if there's double up of a quote, then I gotta do another one.
No.
It's
You
random.
didn't put that in any rule.
It's my rule, and I've said it before. Hypocryptomatic, cheer 200, messed up the communal vision. Namaste, Hypo. Thank you so much for the bits, though. Namaste to you.
Don't interrupt me, Jen.
Okay, one more quote.
One more quote. Can I have a chip?
The college
Hold on.
educated should be kept away from
Oh,
politics.
and that's a repeat,
the
too.
same way a schizophrenic should be steered away from the Bible.
There's a bunch of
They
quotes in
need
there. I don't know
our
why
help.
different one. The good ones aren't coming out. There's
What algorithm you got for the quotes, dude? Come
I
on.
killed a dog this morning and didn't feel a thing. Sometimes, though, I feel my apathy toward them becoming something else, something more libidinal.
All right, there we go. There's one about the killing dogs one. Now,
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Alex,
I've grown so much. You know what I mean?
talk to me about that. Talk to me. Grown so much. What does that look like, Angry Mike?
Well, think about it. Think about when I first called you. Do you remember when I first called you? I mean, I would light into you. I'd say how stupid you were. I'd say how stupid this program was and how stupid anybody was to believe it. Remember?
Yeah, I do. I remember very clearly.
And then what happened? And then what happened, though, when you think about how I grew over time?
Yeah, you definitely listen. I think we've seen, and growth is an interesting word to use for it because I think here in the context of the program, certainly speaking, quick communal vision. Can't wait to get this from Hypo. Hypocryptomatic says, fine, Neanderthals eat chips without dip and can't even find fire when they even are given the gifts of Indiana Jones.
No, I found, listen, that's like a whole rabbit hole we could go down. But listen, just because if you don't need salsa, if you don't need queso with a little beef on top, you know what I mean? If you don't need those things, you're going to get through life a lot easier. If you need to have a queso dip when you want to eat a tortilla chip, you're going to have hard times, okay? Because they're going to give you the wrong cheese. It's not going to be warm enough. It's not going to be cold enough. And then you're just always going to be upset. I'm here living life, sitting in this Ramada Inn parking lot doing my thing, Jen. So don't. Anyways, I grew. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Okay, now I'm getting a lot clearer idea of your idea of this growth.
Insofar
One quick
that
quote.
I exalt myself as the sole source of universal violence. I celebrate
people are getting
violence
something
as I
out of the
vault
quote, at
myself.
least.
They
a
are.
pig unto
Why
a
would you say
throne
that? Of
of
course they are.
pig's
Be quiet.
shit, chittering, masturbating, exalting myself as the sole source of universal violence.
Another quote.
I love how the internet empowers everyone to express themselves.
Yep, that was a really good. That's a classic one. No, I'm saying
That
go
is a
off,
good one.
Kings, raiding with a party of
Raiders.
522.
Raiders.
Holy freaking moly!
Raiders in the
Namaste. Go off, Kings, brothers. Listen, I can't thank you enough for the raid. Raiders, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, bar none. From coast to coast, we have been transforming lives with the live seminars, the tapes that I can send to your home, and this landmark call-in show, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, a lot of people ask me, quick affirmation for these. Listen, never stop transforming the past. This opportunity that you see. This isn't just a normal raid, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just a normal raid, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first day of the rest of your life. This Twitch channel, if you want to call it that, is something else. It is something that this world has never seen. When I say that this is the most effective personal power program in the country, I'm not just blowing smoke, ladies and gentlemen. I am telling you, this is the real deal. If you wanted a change in your life, if you wanted a little more money in your pocketbook, if you wanted maybe some stronger relationships, a renewed sense of vigor for your interests and passions, ladies and gentlemen, that can and will be done here at Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Now, a lot of people say that the program works. Maybe you heard from the grapevine. Maybe the Go-Off Kings themselves have said the phrase that the program works. Maybe they, listen, Go-Off Kings, I'm so glad to see what kind of vibe did we end up that stream with? Please let me know. But maybe they even said that the program works. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all fine and good, but I've got 522 brand spanking new explorers here in my chat, and I'm here to tell you that this program works, but let's talk about what is that program? Let's get into what is that program? Namaste. I'm seeing, holy friggin' moly. I'm seeing 5 community subs from Fluxstorm Zero. 5 community subs from Fluxstorm Zero. Blessings and namaste to you. Now, guys, let's get into it. I have boiled everything that you need. This entire program, the tapes, the seminars, and this live call-in show, it is based on 4. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 basic tenets of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, and anyone of any intellectual level, any race, any gender, any sexuality, any this, that, and the other under the sun can utilize these 4 tenets to transform their life from the ground up. Now, let's start with the first one. Quick affirmation for fellows. Quick affirmation for fellows. The mountain can always is a beautiful. The mountain's a beautiful metaphor. That is for the fellows. Yeah, thank you so much for backing me up. And no, Nindy New, that's not the right. Just be quiet for a second, okay? That's not right. That's be quiet.
Nindy New, shut up in the chat.
Okay. Anyway, the first tenet of the program is to relax. Ladies, can somebody hit the relax button? Angry Mike, just FYI, basically the entire country is watching you now. Comport yourself. Namaste. Guys, well, like I was saying just a second ago, relax. There we go. Now I'm going to say relax is the first tenet. So relax. Guys, I hate relaxing. That's how important it is, and that's why it's the first one. If I could give you a program that has nothing to do with relaxation, Lord knows I'd be doing it. Lord knows I'd be doing it, but it is that important. Now, if you're wondering how we do things here with a relaxation, we do not relax. We do not feel good. Ladies and gentlemen, we relax. To relax here means to feel bad. So quick rule of thumb, if it feels bad, you're relaxing. If it feels good, you're not relaxing. Namaste, second tenet. Now, Angry Mike, what's the second tenet?
What?
What's the second tenet?
I know this. It starts with like one of the letters we don't use a lot. Question.
There we go. Question. Yes.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, after we relax into the reality of the self, the reality of the other, the reality of all that binds us, quick affirmation for fellows. Listen, the pasture of a plane unfurls before you. To the left, to the right, it makes no difference. Look at your hands. Sometimes the universe speaks in a riddle to me, and I must relay that riddle. It's a sort of abstract sort of expression. But anyway, namaste, Bingen Jogdis, namaste to both of you. So question. Guys, we got to question the reality. We got to question everything that can be questioned. We question to destroy here. And once we've questioned anything that can be destroyed, ladies and gentlemen, we might just stumble upon something that needs to be expressed. Expression is the third tenet of the program. Express yourself. Sing a song, paint a painting, raise your hand at the DMV just cause. You don't have to raise your hand at the DMV. I've tried. That was my standard operating procedure at the DMV. Pretty much every single time I went in there, I'd raise my hand and wait to be called on. There was a large black woman that yelled at me from across the room. She said, hey, you tall bitch, put your hand down and get in line. And she was right. And everybody erupted in laughter. Really drew the community together. Stress Yoga, blessings, 33 bits. Pepperoncini. The program has taught me that growth is meaningless and a better world impossible. Now I don't have to look at the news anymore. Big time saver. The program works. Namaste. Stone Monster 400. Also, right screw Angry Mike. Am I right? Nindy New. Angry Mike is a little bitch.
I don't appreciate that at all, but you were cooking, Guru. I know there's only 3 steps, but...
No, there's a 4th step. And tell me, Angry Mike, what's the 4th step of the program?
Oh, we know what that 4th step is, baby. You do it, Guru. Tell those people.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got
after
goosebumps.
you have realized the pointlessness, redundancy, and impotence of your expressions, ladies and gentlemen, that is when you will be truly exploring. Huh? How about that? Yeah. Very few people reach to this level, and I would guarantee, listen, I know it's a button down in the channel points. Do not fuck around with that button. Do not fuck around with that button. People have literally died fucking around with that button. And I mean this 100%. I know we joke around a lot. I know we joke, we mix work with play. That's kind of our trademark here. But if you hit that button, you're not ready. You can fucking die. And that's not funny. I don't want another dead body on my hands. Namaste. Namaste. Now, welcome all that are with us still. Blessings to you. Like I said, first day of the rest of your life. I promise you that you will never be the same after tonight. Tonight we're exploring growth as our theme. Growth. So if this is bringing up any thoughts, feelings, don't even worry. If you're your first time in here, do not worry. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from every single. I wish we had enough time to get every single goddamn one of you. But hey, listen, if this inspires something, you go ahead and give us a call to discuss growth this evening. Now, Angry Mike, final thoughts on growth.
Right. Let me take it from here. Hey, apparently there's a bunch of new people listening. Hello, my name is Angry Mike, and all of you are idiots for not listening to this program earlier. And I got to be honest with you, I don't like to do it, but I'm a straight shooter. I always have been, and I always will be. He just told you what the fucking 4 steps were. He just told you them.
Let's dial it down a little bit. So this is Angry Mike, just to put this in context. This is, continue.
No, I'm not going to calm down. No, they got to know. I mean, listen, they could just roam around Twitch and everybody's going to be, oh, hey, welcome. Oh, hey, open arms. No, listen, it's been too long. Shame on you for not getting here earlier, and I am upset at you. Most of you I
Real quick
forgive.
Affirmation for ladies. Tippy tap across the glass of the mirrored lake. It is wintertime in the spring and summertime. Never for you. Summer being, a time of carefree. Women aren't carefree, and because they don't have carefree lives, nor should they experience that sort of. You see what I'm getting at? Go ahead.
Right, it's a metaphor.
All you.
I'm just saying. Listen, all of you have eventually come to the right place. The only way to redeem yourselves in my eyes and the program's eyes and the guru's eyes will be that I'm going to hang up shortly because I don't need this program. Leslie knows that. I've graduated months ago, honestly. But maybe one of you can call in. It's a new time. It's a new day. You can redeem yourselves because the program works. It always works. Leslie, I love you. Make sure they call in or I'll fucking... You know what'll happen. It's fine.
No, extreme. You can't even say it. You can't even say it online, can you?
Can't say it on Twitch. TOS. Namaste.
You have been terminated. Namaste. Fluxstorm 0 terminating Angry Mike. Namaste. 708-240-8953. We're exploring growth tonight. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, I just got fucking terminated. This is Angry Mike. What the fuck?
Okay, this is not Angry Mike. This is a fraudulent impression of Angry Mike. JJ plays Pog 33 months. Namaste.
Namaste, Leslie.
JJ
My
plays.
apologies, Guru. It's growth, It's growth. We're starting with growth right off the bat. Boom, bang, boom.
Okay, well, this is Walk-Ins, Diners, and Drive. Namaste. We're exploring growth tonight. Walk-In, talk to me right now. You've listened to some calls, of course, but I want to hear your thoughts, your feelings. Growth. What's it mean to you? JJ Plays Pog. The program works. It did for Angry Mike. Namaste.
Peppercini likes the Rick and Morty. To some people,
quick communal vision real fast from Pepper and Chini. Caller, activate Jar Jar mode.
Well... All right, Leslie, namaste. The program really does work. Growth, right? I'm being challenged. I need to get into it. So forgive me if this flops like Jar Jar's ears. But Misa think this is okay. What do you think?
Keep a list of
Quick
ways
quote.
people have hurt you, and never let it
Misa think
go.
it's okay. It's at least a 6. I got into Mario a little bit. Let's go. Anyway.
Okay, so let's do a quick hypothetical little game just between you and me. Communal vision. Duncan did it. Duncan did it. Communal vision. Caller, activate Billy D. Williams mode.
Can't do it.
Why not?
Hello. Actually, that was not horrible.
That was horrible.
Why?
Yeah, that was not even
Hello
close.
there, princess.
No, you're afraid.
Oh,
There's a
my.
fear in your voice. Go for it.
Try a Colt 45. I don't know. That's
It's like it's got a little bit of walking in that.
A little bit, yeah. That was the try. Look, growth. We're trying new imitations live on sort of the best.
Quick communal
advice
vision
show.
from Money Tits, real fast. Money Tits says, "Caller, can you yell Pickle Rick in Jar Jar voice, please?"
Me some Pickle Rick! And then I kill Jar Jar like everyone wants. You know what I mean? Fuck. Everyone hates that guy. I hate that guy, and I'm 14. Anyway, that's a little bit of Rick and Morty. Had to do it.
Yahoo Serious
top
with
5.
a communal vision. Yahoo Serious, caller,
Alright.
activate Rocky Balboa mode.
Hey, if I could do it, chat could do it, you could do it, everyone could do it, you know what I mean? Hey, growth, you know what I mean? Hey, Adrian, I can't screen him. Rocky is Sylvester Stallone's weird because he's got this weird voice now. I can't. And I'd have to
Anyway, we're talking about growth tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner Walken. Growth. What does it mean to you? Talk to me.
I'm getting a mini PC for my birthday, and I feel like that's going to grow my exploration around town.
Can you give us some details on how a mini PC will expand your exploration around town?
Yeah, and the channel. Quite
You've been
frankly.
terminated. Caller, 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're discussing growth. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Hey there, Guru. It's Wiki.
Wiki Wiva. Namaste, guys. Wiki Wiva. It's so good to hear from you. How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing really good there, Guru. I've been having a really fun subject there.
Yeah, talk to me. Let's jump right in. Growth. Wiki Wiva. You've been around the block. You know how to talk about growth. What does growth mean to you? What are some thoughts and feelings that come to your mind's eye when I say that word to you, brother?
As soon as I see the word growth, my mind goes right to a plant. Like that potted plant, you go to the store and you pick up one of them little potted plants. And I think we kind of work like a potted plant sometimes. We all need that water. We need that water. We got to have our sunshine, or we going to swivel up. And sometimes you got to repot that plant. It's painful when you have to repot. You got to get out that one pot and grow a little bit, get a little bit bigger. But sometimes you get too bushy. You got to, you get way too bushy and you got to prune it back. You got to prune it back or you won't grow no more. You'll be at dead end.
Now listen, Wick, so do you see yourself as a plant in this respect? Or were you describing yourself?
Yeah, a little bit like a plant, because, that was me sitting on the back porch flipping around my willy. And next thing you know, old Phil Z with Moose Knuckle Records, he going to have me going over to Europe. His damn contract I signed, and I'm really not happy about the Europe trip. It's not going to be a good one. It's kind of scary right now.
Real quick communal vision from TravCam0. TravCam says, caller, what plant would you grow at home if you could only do one? Me, cilantro.
I think I would probably do elephant ear. An elephant ear. I liked how they look. A big teardropper.
Listen, okay, so now, Wiki. When it comes to growth, can you tell me about? Maybe try a different approach. Can you tell me about a time in your life that you grew, Wiki? Let's jump into that. Is there a story that you can tell me real quick?
Well, it was that time I first caught up your program. I was a little scared. I was a little bit nervous.
Well, actually, hold that thought. Quick psychic emergency coming in from Bit Wars.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Bitwars to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 400 good news. Clifford has died. The nukes worked. This is the end of the giant red dog saga. There will no further messages, specifically psychic emergencies regarding the canine. Repeat. Cheer 400 good news. Clifford has died. The nukes worked. This is the end of the giant red dog saga. There will no further messages, specifically psychic emergencies regarding the canine. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. So Bit Wars sort of sharing the hallucination now. It is contagious. It has moved from Yahoo Serious to Bit Wars. And so we continue this Clifford saga. This hallucination ended it according to Bit Wars, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. So, Wiki Wiva, you were telling us a story about how you found the program and the period of growth that took place in your life after allowing your life to sort of kind of just be taken over by the tenants. Talk to us about that.
Well, when I first called in the program that one time, I was kind of shaking in my boots. Because, you know, you're back there flipping on your ding dong on the back porch, and next thing you know, on a big time program. And you take it a while. The universe really gonna take you for a long while then. And I've seen things I ain't never seen before.
Real quick, we've got a subscription from Manos de Sangre. Namaste, 8 months. No message, just a hello, just an abortion survivor saying hi and supporting the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste, Manos de Sangre. Continue.
And when I was sitting out and I was thinking about all the growth I've been doing. And I went and put in that back porch, writing little songs on my back box guitar there. And I was thinking about, wow, you finna do a twip in your, how do you go from your back porch flipping your ding dong around to doing a twip in your old land? I mean, I'm going to be going to England. I'm going to be going to Ireland. I'm going to be going to Spain land. I'm going to be going to Trinchemont, to a little place called Sebekistan, Kazakhstan. There's some other stands in there. I don't know all the stands, but, you know.
That's so inspiring to hear. That's so, I can't tell you how inspiring that is for me to hear. And I created the damn program.
It's going to be a good twip.
Wow. Listen, if you're looking for, I didn't even mean for this to turn into basically a testimonial to the program, but I mean, here you got it. Here you have it. This right here. You want to see how this program works? You want to see what results you can expect out of it? Just to give you a little taste, to put a little taste on the taste buds. This young man right here. Would you believe that he's 17 years old? He's not. And so that was a good impulse on your part. He's not 17 years old. But how old are you, Wick?
Me? I'm 38. I just turned 38 not too long ago there, Guru.
Spirit of a 17-year-old. Spirit of a 17-year-old.
Yeah, I got the insides of like maybe a 14-year-old boy. I think my insides about that sharp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Namaste. I love that. Well, Wiki, I love hearing this. I love hearing this from you. Is there something that you can tell? Listen, you've been around the block. You've been a part of this program for a long time now, and you've seen what it can do. There's a lot of new people watching right now, and could you could you just broach the topic of growth to them? You know, imagine you got about 160 baby birds with their mouths wide open, waiting for Papa Wick to drop a little bit of num-nums down the hatch. Old Graykin, you are on a train that is about to get in a head-on crash with another train. Namaste. I don't know if that's an open threat, and if it is, I love it and I cherish it, and I think it's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Old Craig. Probably a train on the head-on train. I love trains. I prefer trains, to be honest. I prefer trains. Now, back to you.
Yes.
Baby birds, growth. They're waiting, Wick. Papa bird's coming back to the nest. What's he dropping in their little hatches?
You know, sometimes when you give up, Guru, you feel like the whole world's on your shoulder. And sometimes you feel like everybody just slapping you around. You know, they hitting on your backside, they hitting in your front side, they snatching up your gooch. They grabbing on your ankles, they biting on your toes. Well, you know what you can tell them? You can tell them, you know what? This is the ground where I'm going to stand. I'm a little bud. I'm going to grow big wings one day, and I'm going to take a shit right on top of your head.
Clip that. Make sure you clip that. That was beautiful. Thank you, Wick. Strong but humble, and I appreciate that as always. Now, Wiki, of course, before we head out on your call tonight, I must, pick at it a little bit. I must pick. So you're a resident musician, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wiki Wiva. He's been here for years. He's a sort of resident, musical prodigy. He sings, he plays many instruments. He's a recording artist, a band leader, composer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And every once in a while, AKA every call, I ask him if he could share a little bit of a music with us, maybe a little bit of a song. Now, I can't tell you how much value his performances add to these explorations, and hopefully you'll get to see it for yourselves in real time. But Wiki, I gotta ask: is there any possibility that you might be able to share a little bit of your musical gift with us tonight?
Oh, you know I'm gonna do that for you, Guru. If y'all want a song, I'll give you the song. I got one. It's called Stretch Marks and Stardust.
Let's do it. Stretch Marks and Stardust.
Stretch Marks and Stardust, yeah. It's a little slower. It's not big rock and roll.
Stretch Marks and Stardust. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music on my side and prepare myself.
All right.
All right. The stage is yours.
All right, a one, 2, 3, 4. Boom, down, down, boom, down. I used to live in a shoebox mine, taped up dreams with a sign that said, "Do not cry." Boom, I crept up on home and spilled some white. Now I'm grooving with and it feels just right. Sweat like a stardust, baby, that me going like a vine. Cracking through some concrete, laughing and screaming. I'm still wild. Sweat marks and stardust. I'm patchwork pain and second tries. A thunderstorm before I born to break a breeze. But you know I'll be fine. No. And that fuzz buzz there, Guru.
Wow. Wow, and that's a new one?
Yeah, that's a new one.
Wow. I can't wait to see how that develops. Well, namaste, Wiki. I really appreciate you calling us up and being so generous tonight, brother.
Namaste. I really appreciate you guys. Namaste. Walk and woe, everybody.
Walk and woe, Wiki. Namaste. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We are exploring growth. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hi, Guru. This is Duncan.
Brother Duncan, it's great to hear from you. It's been a minute. How are you tonight?
I do. Provoke the growth, whether it's negative or positive growth, right? The wiki talked about you got to feed the plant, you got to feed the baby bird. I think that's crucial when you talk about growth.
Okay, yeah. One thing that we didn't get into in WikiWiva's call, though, is some of the details about growth. Now, when you talk about growth, Duncan, tell me about a time in your life that really embodies the idea of growth as just kind of a leap-off point to get us started.
Okay, I did not grow much in high school. I hit 5'7" and stayed 5'7". So my physically, everybody was getting taller and taller. I wasn't growing.
Interesting stuff. Now, you this absence of growth is the first thing that came to mind. Absence of growth. Now, okay, so on the outside, what we'd see was a stagnant, not short necessarily, but certainly not tall young man. And
right.
So that's from the outside, objectively speaking. What was that like on the inside, though, Duncan? What was the emotional experience of that like? Talk to me.
Well, you would think I'd have like a short man complex, but I don't, because I know people like to throw around like the short king. They like to really give power to short people. I don't know why.
Because they're not powerful. That's why. I'll tell you right now.
Oh.
They want to give power because they feel pity.
That's horrible. Pity is not power either, right?
I mean, pity is a lot of different things. It depends on the context. Pity is violence. Pity is a defense. Pity is a lot of things. Now, but yeah, they do the short king thing because you're not a king, right? You're small and you're weak and things are scary for you because of those things.
It is. I played basketball. Everybody was taller. I really had to focus on my skills. I mean,
sure.
I had to focus on other things because I couldn't do anything about the height.
Right. It was just it was an aspect that made you less powerful, and you had to make up for that.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
So emotionally, emotionally, how'd that feel? Right. You had to work harder because the universe or God or whoever you created you to be a small little weak, scared guy.
Yeah, and I guess I was. I developed a temper that I had to learn to manage and control, like a little height deprived Hulk. Yeah.
So let's look at that now. So the universe made you short, right? Already kind of putting its finger in your eye. Then on top of that, you get angry. God forbid you have a completely normal, empowering emotion in the face of being dealt a hand like that. Then all of a sudden it's your problem. You have to learn to manage. That's crazy.
You have to shine.
Travcam Zero with a communal vision. Yeah. Caller, I hope you know I feel pity for all lesser men. Heart emoji.
Oh, that's a backhanded one.
I feel pity for all lesser men. Well, it's backhanded, but also direct. He's saying I feel pity because you're less than. And a lot of people don't have the courage to even do that, right? They say like they feel pity, but they're like, You know, there's just something so strong about people with spina bifida or something, or Lou Gehrig's disease. They're like, oh, they're so brave. No, they're just dying.
Yeah, they're forced to be brave. It's the situation that they're in, right?
I mean,
they have no
forced
choice
to be
but
brave
to be
just by
whatever
not committing suicide, essentially.
That's not bravery. That's just wanting to live, right?
I mean, we got to stretch bravery pretty far for that to be bravery.
Yeah.
So listen, anyway, back to you. So not only did the universe put its finger in your eye saying you gotta be short, then you're angry, of course, and then you gotta learn how to manage that anger in order to just like hang out with people. How did that feel? Real quick, Camille Vision, Phil Z74, is this a flatulent positive stream? Yes. Continue.
Okay. Well, for me, I thought, I need to develop other skills. And so that's when I really dived into acting. And I felt like if I could be someone that was taller in a play or a YouTube video, all of a sudden I am taller. I am bigger. I am stronger, I guess.
Well, that's fun. That's fun. You just like, you play a character you're 5'7", and everyone's like, wow. What's it like being 6'9"?
And I'm a method actor, so I'd have to stand on boxes and talk down to people, pat them on the head and stuff. Yeah.
Get piggyback rides.
Yeah, piggyback rides, noogies. Yeah.
Yeah, noogies. You could maybe make 2 5'7" guys in a trench coat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and then surprise people
with 2 penises.
Yeah, 7 inches total added together. Yeah,
absolutely. I love that. That's a beautiful image. I'd love to get surprised like that. I'd love to get Phil Z74 with a communal vision. TravCam 0 caller. Have you considered standing taller than that?
I considered Trav. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Sorry, Guru.
No. Listen, you be you. You have no apology necessary. And I love conflict. I don't like it when people act like they're getting along, especially on this website. Phil Z74, Duncan, did you imagine being an alien in Space Jam?
Oh my God. If only. Phil, if only. Cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Now, Duncan, again, an experienced explorer here, somebody experienced in the program, tackling growth in a very appropriate way. When I said growth to him, and I asked him to conjure a memory, a feeling, a thought, the first thing he brought up was a lack of growth, a stagnancy, much like our sister Michaela brought up, a stagnancy, where she talked about becoming uglier and more anxious and worried about being alone. As quick affirmation for fellas, listen, if you get the pump shoes and you pump them up, people go crazy for that. If you're looking to make friends, there's no better way. TravCam 0 with a communal vision. Namaste. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Thank you so much for those bits. And thank you for affirming men. Communal vision real quick from TravCam 0. Caller, we should arm wrestle for dominance and then get dinner.
Yeah, and then if you want to have sex after, that sounds great. That's perfect.
So you're saying that you will have sex with TravCam 0?
If I have not already, I don't remember, honestly.
Well, now, this is just all conceptual, and if the details need to be ironed out someplace not on Twitch, per the TOS. I can't have a sexual marketplace on stream as much as I would just kind of turn this whole program into basically, I love just like a self-trafficking thing, right? You just kind of plug yourself in and just kind of scoot magoot around and just kind of fuck. And that's what I would love to do. But, the TOS is what it is, and I respect it. I respect the TOS above everything. Namaste to the Twitch admins. Blessings to you. Now. Okay, so you'll have sex with Trav. You're a short guy. You pretend to be tall. And listen, you gave us a tremendous answer. Stagnancy came to mind. Stagnancy as a teacher came to mind. Now, again, Duncan, I'm going to go to you like I went to WikiWiva just a moment ago. We got some new people watching right now. Talk about growth for a few seconds to them. We got baby birds. Their mouths are open. They're squawking, and they are looking for some num-nums from Pop Pop. Now, go ahead and let them have it.
Oh, my goodness. Let me put myself in the role of a mama bird. I'm there. I built a nest on the top of the fence. There are dogs barking. There's a cat prowling, and there's a squirrel with nuts in its mouth, looking at my babies like it's going to be second dinner. But I'm territorial. I want to protect these birds because they deserve to grow, Guru. They deserve a shot like we all do. Maybe one of them is shorter than the rest, and they get teased and no one wants to date it. So the small bird maybe becomes an actor and starts doing YouTube videos and other content that is a little seemingly erotic, okay? And so later on, okay, that tiny little bird grows up because it has a shot and does Twitch. And all of a sudden, people love that bird. And the bird can talk and sing and dance. The bird has a gigantic bird penis. And everybody loves that bird because it can fly. And it's gorgeous. And it's part of your program. And it comes to you and sits on your gosh dang shoulder and picks at your mullet. And y'all fly off into the sunset because you're its new daddy. That's it. That's it, Dad.
Namaste. Duncan did it. Blessings and namaste to you. That was beautiful, brother.
Okay. All right, Guru.
Thank you. What a flourish. What a flourish. Namaste to you, brother.
Namaste.
Namaste. What a beautiful little soliloquy, you know? And that's just one example. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We have a quick communal vision before we get into our call, but I was taught to kill 2 birds with less than 2 stones, says Nindy New. Okay, thanks. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Hey there, Leslie. I'm sorry about that. I put it on speakerphone for some reason. Hey, you can call me dipshit.
Dipshit, welcome back to the program, brother. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Leslie. You know, the last time we talked, let me tell you, something about growth. The last time we talked, you taught me about speaking truth, not bullshitting, you know? Because last time you caught me on some bullshit.
You called up and you lied pretty much the entire call last time.
We'll lie, you know, exaggerate, make up story, you know, like, you know, I'm a narrative fella. Yeah, I'm a story weaver. But you know what? You're right. I was making up things to sell the program, and these people they need your help, sir. And it's not time for making up things, you know.
Exactly. So tonight, listen, I'm gonna hold your feet to that same fire tonight. We're talking about growth. Listen, I got a sixth sense for this sort of stuff, all right? Dipshit, you tell me, when I say growth, what are some thoughts, some feelings that come to mind? And there's no wrong answer. Just like what enters, what stirs you, what fills you when I say that word to you, growth.
So, okay. So I really thought about this, and it's perfect that you're doing this today. After the last time we talked, I thought, okay, I'm gonna start telling the truth. So first of all, I went to my insurance provider. I let them know I don't have any, you know, any dependents. You know, that's not real. I let them know. I let my, you know, I let the DMV know that, you know, I don't own a big rig or like 16, you know, Camaros. I let them know, you know. I want to make sure everybody knows everything that's important.
That's true about you. So you're having your vision of growth right now is just being truthful. Am I hearing that right?
You know, I'm just going to tell everybody what's true about everything, you know. For instance, people are like, oh, are you Patrick Warburton? I kind of just like let people just like believe I am. about Patrick Warburton at all. I'm just a guy. Similar voice. That's all. But sometimes people wonder, am I Patrick Warburton? I don't know. Maybe I am. No, I'm just kidding. Because I'm being truthful now.
Listen, I'm not one to sit here and moralize. I'm not here to. And you've been terminated. Duncan just got tired of it.
Goodbye. Hey, goodbye, everyone.
Namaste. Duncan said no more. Quick communal vision from Nindy New. Nindy New with a communal vision saying, "What's your middle name, dipshit?" I guess we'll never know. Thank you so much for the bits. Duncan did it. Nindy knew that communal vision will be on the screen in just a moment. And after which, I'm going to take my little pee break. I got to pee so fucking bad. I drank this Celsius earlier. Sparkling kiwi guava. Let me see some ones in the chat if you fuck with kiwi guava Celsius or just Celsius in general. I can't get enough of these guys. Raiders, talk to me. You guys fuck with Celsius? What's your middle name, dipshit? Was it a Celsius that had alcohol in it by mistake? I wish. That would be fun, right? That would be fun for me. Quick communal vision. Man, the Raiders are quiet tonight. Namaste. Don't worry about it. I love dipshits' tall stories, says BitWars. Okay, well, I was about to get into truth and get into morality and get into the various facets of what we were discussing, but perhaps next time. For now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Line God Owner. Line God Owner, welcome to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to take a pee. It's time for my little pee break, but we'll be back with the second half of Explorations in just a moment. But in the meantime, allow this moment to sort of reset your mind's eye and stick around for a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. So this is my inner circle where I host my growing library of exclusive program materials, videos, podcasts, lectures, music downloads, monthly postcards that go out. And I'm about to put one out tomorrow. For just a couple dollars a month, you can enter my inner circle and avail yourself to the truly life-transforming materials that this program has to offer. But that and much more tonight. We've got a second half coming up in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick pee, and I'll be right back. Namaste, everybody. We'll be right back with another second half. Hold on. One, two. We'll be back with this. All right. Ha! So stick around, everybody, because we'll be right back with the second half of Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on patreon.com. Where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Last night, I had a dream that I had sex with a horse. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints, such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Welcome back, everybody, to Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country, bar none. That was a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, I will say right off the bat, not all of you are going to be called to this community of devoted light. And that is by design. It is not meant for everyone. It is not a universal thing. Saffron SV Fran, Explorer Bus Driver, didn't know that. Namaste. Hitting that sub. SV, welcome to the program. Everybody welcome SV formally to the program of Explore. Oh no, it's 6 months. For some reason it said 1 month for a second. 6 months. I don't know what that was all about. Namaste SV Fran. Blessings and namaste to you, hon. I know. Yeah. Blessings to you. What a beautiful moment. Thank you so much, SV. Shout out SV. Can we do a quick shout out for Yo, Fram got her. Namaste. Fun, charming streamer. Lots of fun to be had over there. Namaste to you. Blessings to you, hon. Now, guys, like I said, the community of devoted light is not for everyone. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm being scammed, or what is this? Another asking for? Listen. If it's not for you, if you are too stupid to see the opportunity in front of you, too closed-hearted, too closed-minded, and you're so delusional in your own life, then yeah, go find another program. Don't. If this is off-putting to you, go somewhere else. Close the tab. But if this is calling to you right now, if this is tickling you right now, if this is showing you possibly a new path that you've never seen before, then stay here for a little bit and consider the community of devoted light at patreon.com. Now, guys, tonight we are exploring growth, and it feels not good so far, and nor should it. Growth has been a very challenging topic, and tonight we have really put in the work, like I said at the top of the stream. I just made 2 bean burritos on my own, and they kind of fell apart, but it wasn't too bad if I just ate it with a fork, so it was a pretty good deal overall, really. That is from Sight Insistent. Sight Insistent with the Communal Vision. Namaste. Keep us abreast of that bean burrito decision. Sounds like you fucked it up pretty bad, and then just kind of went at it like with a fork. He said, "I guess I'll just go. I guess I'll just call this wave the white flag on this one." And try to enjoy it anyway. So, I mean, let me see. pretty good deal overall. I don't know how'd you fuck up a bean burrito though? Also, I guess that is my question. And are we talking about the frozen ones? Or did you make the refried beans? Or did you what extent did we make it? I guess is my question. Namaste, everybody. So, guys, let's get into it. We've got time for a handful more calls. Tonight, we're exploring growth on explorations. Oh, you know what? Before I open the line, I said tonight that we would have a very special announcement. Now, tonight, as I said, exploring growth. And the reason tonight we are exploring growth, it's not just a random topic. It's not just a thing, another thing in the list of things to talk about. It, ladies and gentlemen, is getting us ready for next month. Today being July 31st, last day of July. Tomorrow, beginning August 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, allow me to make the announcement here on Explorations with Leslie Tanner that for the month of August 2025, we will be holding another Growth to Nowhere month for the month of August 2025. Now, those of you that were here last summer know that this was a very special, maybe the most exciting month of the year for this community, for this program. Next, this upcoming month, we will be holding all the Growth to Nowhere events. Now, you might be wondering, what does this entail? Well, just to get it started, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be getting into more details, but we will hold a series of themed conversations with some of your favorite streamers throughout the month. We will hold a very special meditations, a very special segment called Mediations with Leslie Tanner. We'll devote a stream towards mediating conflict between those of you. There will be a way to apply for that. If you're beefing with another explorer, you'll have an opportunity to do that. And that is during the month of August, the Growth to Nowhere month. And all of it ending with the final stream of the month in the month of August, the Growth to Nowhere 2025 telethon. That's an all-day telethon extravaganza in which we will be taking calls, doing some promotional, some giveaways. We'll all be offering some ways to support the program and ways to highlight the testimonials of the explorers. An all-day event, super fun. Bulbous Sack 1-bit, namaste to you. Appreciate that. And don't get me wrong, the Growth to Nowhere telethon. Guys, if you remember the telethon last year, we had a doozy of a time. Last Growth to Nowhere telethon, didn't we, guys? You guys remember. Lots of fun. And this year will be even more fun because one thing that will separate this Growth to Nowhere telethon coming up in August, one thing that will set this apart is that last year we crowned the night with an Infatuations, right? I don't know if some of you remember this. Bit Wars gifting a sub to the Watcher of Games. Namaste to you. Thank you so much. Now, you guys might remember that last Growth to Nowhere, we capped it up with an Infatuations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this August, the final stream in August. So let me look, what would that day be? More details to come. Long month. So we're talking August 30th. August 30th. Not only are we going to have a telethon, not only are we going to have all-day extravaganza of explorations, activities, conversations, meditations, call-ins, etc., but we'll be capping off the night with Infatuations Tournament of Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, on August 30th, to put a crown on our Growth to Nowhere telethon, we'll be holding an Infatuations Tournament of Champions. We are inviting back every winner of the entire history of Infatuations back into the octagon to compete against one another for the crown of crowns. Who among the champions who have been lauded since the dawn of Infatuations, Who among them will walk out as a king of kings, a queen of queens? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Applebox, Batman, aka Hate Fuck City. I'm talking about Orchestar. I'm talking about Flying Veda. I'm talking about Yep, I Sure Do Like Cats. Yeah, I'm talking about Phil Z74. I'm talking about, guys, the list isn't that long, but it's absolutely chock full of names that you are going to go gaga over once you get a look at this bracket. Once you get a look at this bracket. Telethon at the end of the month of August, crowned by the Infatuations Tournament of Champions. Guys, I can't be more excited for that. So that's the special announcement. You guys, you'll see. You're gonna see a tone shift. It's gonna be different starting next Tuesday. Lots of exciting stuff to come, and more details to announce. More exciting things that I can't get into yet because it's not quite crystallized, and I just gotta show you. I gotta do it, and I gotta show you. And some big stuff coming up starting next Tuesday. So you don't want to miss it. This month is gonna be big. This month is gonna be big. Growth to Nowhere 2025 in August. Luke, man, brother, good to see you. Good to see you, you son of a bitch. Good to see you pop up in my chat. I love seeing that. I love Luke. Love Luke. Shout out the Luke, man. Shout out the Luke, man. Blessings and namaste to you. You too, man. Saw you were on your Carsey bastard. Yeah, man. You bet. Your car. I'm on my Carsey bastard. No, I am on. It's good to see you, you son of a bitch. Communal vision, real quick. Can't wait to get his pepperoncini. I am a founder of the Luke Man. Shout out the Luke Man. Is that true? Is that true? Are you a founder of the Luke Man? I didn't know. And Sparkly Miracle Zone, brother, you are a regular, Rockefeller around here. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. I had no idea. Namaste to you, Pepperoncini. That's really beautiful stuff. Really beautiful stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the announcement's been made. August 2025, Growth to Nowhere. We are doing it up this month. Lots of stuff to come. Hypocryptomatic with a quick communal vision and then a you know what. Holy moly. I have a few things to say about this battle. Says somebody who didn't win in Infatuations, to be clear. Namaste, everybody. You know what time it is. Toot toot. It's time for a little bit of late night sensuality through the majesty of jazz, guys. So if you're feeling keyed up, anxious, or hysterical, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to enter a world of sensuality that is hard, that can hardly be understood. It must be experienced. The sensuality I'm about to introduce to you is not to be understood. It is to be experienced. So kick back, let that hair down, pull the top down on your Sebring, and please enjoy the jazz of the Jazz Express. Toot toot.
I wish this would stop.
Namaste. Ooh, girl. Namaste. Hypocryptomatic. I have a few things to say about how much air is going to be in your tires tomorrow. Hypocryptomatic making a direct, clear, physical threat. Namaste. I love that. Hypocryptomatic really in her zone, really in her energy, really in her queendom, as they say. Who knows what kind of substance she's on? Who knows how much clothes she's got on, inside or outside? Who knows? But Lord knows she's in her power. Lord knows that young lady is in her power. Namaste. Namaste. Getting into it. That energy is evolving. That energy that we started off with is evolving, ladies and gentlemen. That the energy that we had at the beginning, it was something that was percolating. It was something aggressive. It was something that needed to be sanded down, ladies and gentlemen. The sensuality is exactly what the doctor ordered. Exactly what the doctor ordered. I can feel it evolving. I can feel it getting soupy in here. I can feel the chat getting soupy right now. You know, there were some sharp edges in the chat, but now that energy is being caressed, is being allowed to relax itself into itself, becoming itself. Namaste. Namaste to those who stayed. Namaste to a steak dinner. Winner. Finish it up. Not a sinner. Looking for the tin box of little leprechauns. Because it's time. Namaste, hypercryptomatic. Shush, I deserve to have my peace. Holy moly, I don't even know what just came over me. The energy is sort of very flowing right now, if you can feel that. It's a river. If you're not keyed into the river, ladies and gentlemen, you are simply not keyed into explorations. Close that tab. I'm dead serious. If you cannot feel the energy pulsating in a visceral, physical, corporeal, you can't feel your mortality knocking on the door of the edge of your skin, of your fingernails, ladies and gentlemen, close the tab. Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot let yourself taste of the waters, of the energy flowing from, through, and into each and every single explorer present right now, ladies and gentlemen, close that tab. If you cannot taste, if you cannot see, if you cannot feel, if you cannot hear the energy as it is being expressed right now, close the goddamn tab. I don't want you here. We are refining, we are crystallizing the energy here for the coming calls on explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. Duncan did it. Dirty Read energy. Woo! Namaste. Blessings and namaste. Now I have two. No, hypocryptic, you don't have any termines. You gotta stop telling people that. You don't have any termines. You don't have any termines. Yeah, stop telling people that. Celsius. Somebody brought up Celsius. This is a Celsius solo. I drank again, ladies and gentlemen, Celsius Sparkling Kiwi Guava. Sparkling Kiwi Guava. Namaste. Wow. Yeah, you can't terminate anybody, Jenny. You can't terminate me. I'm the program. You can't terminate the person who's doing the program. Good Lord. Somebody time out Hypocryptomatic, please. Please time them out. Yeah, I just they'd you, okay? Time them out. Caller, let's go ahead and open up this damn line. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
You proud of yourself?
What'd you say?
Are you proud of yourself?
Proud of myself. For what?
Is this good for you?
Creating the most effective personal power program in the country?
So you're proud of yourself? Like
for creating the most effective personal power program in the country.
I didn't discount that. But let me tell you something. I got another termie, and I just paid for another termie when I tried to termie you. Okay? I know how to check my checking account.
You're
No,
okay.
I've got to talk to you about this. You got big plans for the program?
Yes, of course I do. What's
Okay. Well, I don't feel like you talked to me about it.
Why would I do that?
Well, I just feel like,
You feel like what?
I think that I feel okay. I feel like you're trying to put me in a corner right now, so you can relax on that. Okay, your masculine energy is like fuck off, and so you made plans that just because I never won out of every time, so that I would get along with people, that I just can't be in like the final match.
What are you talking about? Literally, I can't make sense of a damn thing that you were saying right now.
Okay, don't diminish or belittle what I'm saying.
I don't have to. I don't have to, because you're not making any sense. You're pissed off. You're entitled.
Okay, you're gonna
you
have.
feel like
No,
because you throw a couple
there,
bits,
bud.
you get to come
Hold
in,
down
throw
there,
your tits
bud.
around, and act like you own the fucking place. You don't own a damn thing. You're an explorer. And yes, I am masculine. And I'm not going to make any fucking apologies about it.
All right, hold on. I think we're getting too heated before we even know what each other's saying, okay? Just relax, okay? Ooh. Give me the sweats, bud. You can't... It's not fair if I dated everybody. And now you're telling me there's a finishing match, and I can't go to the final match and get them all. Like, what am I going to do?
Well, first of all, you're going to cry about something that I do not understand at all.
Hold on. I'm not crying.
You sound like you're
I'm not
crying. You sound
crying.
like you're crying like a baby.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you do. You sound like you're crying like a baby.
No, I'm stuffy. It rained earlier.
No, you sound like a little baby.
No, I'm not crying like a
You
baby.
sound like a baby in a diaper.
No, I don't wear diapers.
Will the pacifier fall out of your mouth and hit the ground, and you know mommy's not going to pick it up because it's too dirty?
I don't have a pacifier. You know that.
Did somebody tuck you in and then you moved a little bit? And now no one's going to come tuck you in again, and you're going to cry?
Les, don't do this to me. Don't say that. Don't say that. I don't have
you
a
need to hear
pacifier.
this. You need to hear
I kinda
this.
do.
You need to hear this. You need to hear this.
What? What can you do to make this better? I can't even imagine this.
Make this
Hey.
better. Do you think I'm here to make things better? Affirmation for men. Yeah, I'm not here to make things better. I'm here to actually make them
Affirmation
much,
for men?
much,
I'll tell you what.
much.
I've got a
Would
lot
you
of
shut the
affirmations
fuck
for
up?
men.
I'm affirming men right now.
Why?
What's the first goddamn thing you know about it?
Oh, I'll tell you what I know about it. You all just want to be on hands and knees with each other.
Communal
And I'm
vision
over it.
from Pepperoncini. She's mad she's not in the tourney of champions for infatuations, and also her tub is too small, like a hobbit's.
Okay, I wasn't talking about my tub. I was just making my mom's pasta salad and grilled chicken, and I just got news that there was going to be this big thing or event for our community, and I'm just not going to be there.
No, you're not. You're not invited to the tournament of champions. Are you a champion?
I should be knighting people.
Are you a
at this
champion?
thing.
Are you a champion? Are you a loser? You get to be one or the other.
I'm a champion.
No, you're not. You're literally not.
Yeah, I am.
Nope. Try again. What are you? If you're not a champion, then you're a what? And you're crying about it.
This doesn't sound like Jenny's voice, so I must be a champion. Maybe you need to check the record.
Oh, you've been terminated. Aw. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Let's not go out on that note. That was a sour note to end on. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Taylor.
Okay, who did that? Did you do that?
I don't know. Somebody did it.
You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't. Right, Les? Right, Les? Les? You wouldn't do that to me, right? Oh, sorry, that's my other way.
Oh, man, it happened again. That's so weird. 708-240-8953. 708-240... Somebody else please call. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike, and call you tonight?
All right, fine. Let's talk turkey.
Okay, what, yeah, what?
Go ahead. Humiliate me. Go ahead. Just do it. I never won.
I don't... Listen, that's the thing. I don't have to do it. You're doing it. Ah, dang, man. Somebody who's really got it out for you. You've been terminated. Please, somebody call. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Matthew.
Matthew, welcome back. Welcome to the program. Hey, is this your first time calling, Matthew?
It's one of my few times calling.
One of your few times. Well, welcome back to the program then. Namaste to you, Matthew. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. So I'm a new caller, and I hear about this tournament that's going on, and I want in.
Oh, well, this specific tournament, now normally it's an open forum game, but this is a tournament of champions. So you have to have previously won an Infatuations in the past in order to be invited to this specific one. But usually how Infatuations works is that anybody who wants to just walk up and jump in can walk up and jump in and try their hand.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, so that's great. Good to know. I appreciate it.
No, it's very fun, though. I think you'd be terrific at it, actually, even just based on a little bit of this call right now. So have you seen Infatuations? You know what this whole thing is about?
Why don't you refresh my memory?
I'll refresh you. Yeah, don't worry about that. So Infatuations with Leslie Tanner is a very special exploration. So Infatuations with Leslie Tanner is our online dating game show. It's the only online dating game show that is not designed to help you find love. We do not do that. We're not here to play Cupid. We're here to help you find out whether you deserve love in the first place. So what happens is we have two people come up from Discord, turn their video cameras on, and they go head-to-head in a 3-minute long simulated date. So they are, and basically whoever is the most capable of being on the date as possible will walk out of that simulated date as the winner. So the object of that is just to win, first of all, and then you move on to the next round. And you just string as many wins together as possible. If you are the one with the most number of wins by the end of the night, then you are the champion of that evening of infatuations. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No, I'll definitely keep a lookout.
Please, I think you'd be terrific at it. I can tell just by the sound of your voice. A lot of people call in and they try to jump in the game, and they're just, honestly, they're very they're just like, to be blunt, they're just very mentally ill in a bad way.
You like my voice?
Oh, you got a terrific voice. You got a terrific voice, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, that's gonna. I mean, that's gonna. I would put money on it. I would say you're gonna at least get one W.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing a green. Well, are you watching the program?
Oh yeah. Let me turn it back on. Sure. Okay. Okay, it's up. I like it. It's a nice look.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to go finish up what I was taking care of before this, but I appreciate the opportunity here to call
Absolutely.
in.
Well, real quick, can you give us a couple seconds about growth? Talk to us about growth real quick.
Sure. It's something I had trouble with a lot in my life. I had a growth spurt very early. Most people go through that like in middle school. I was 5'5" in about the 4th grade. People would call me freak and giant and thing. And it was very challenging. And then I never really grew much taller after that.
Interesting. You're the first caller tonight who discussed actual affirmative, positive growth. Everybody else talked about growth in the negative, and because they're really, honestly, they're very experienced on the program itself. But you were the first one to bring it up in a positive sense. But even that positivity made you a freak.
Yeah. And so really what I guess it's about is learning to accept who you are. What I guess we call that like acceptance.
All right, well, you've been terminated. Namaste. Namaste, Matthew. Matthew has been terminated by Hypocryptomatic. Hypo, listen. I'll do it for you this time. Well, guys, beautiful. We did it. We did a beautiful exploration tonight. Getting that big-ass raid. Being flooded with people, prospective explorers, was such an exciting moment for our community. Many of them followed. Let's see, hopefully many of them come back. Many of them will not, though. I guarantee it. As much as I would love for this program to reach every human being that it can touch and transform, and that's all human beings. But some are just not ready for it. Some need... They need to be stuck. They need the cocoon. They need the womb of mediocrity. They are not ready for real reality and the tools that will transform their life. So hopefully that we get a lot of those go-off raiders come back and are ready, and they're what we're going to do is we're going to take this energy of warmth and clarity on over to none other than almost fucked it up in the same way I fucked it up before. Weird Paul, Communal Vision, or Pepperoncini. We're going to be rating Weird Paul. Pepperoncini says, oh, growing like a penis grows when it's grower and not a shower. Being a shower must disappoint so many women when the dick doesn't get bigger. Nurse with no knockers. Namaste to you and welcome to the program. Namaste to you. Blessings. Holy moly. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini, thank you so much for that last little vision. Always love your perspective. Now, guys, let's take this warmth and namaste energy over to none other than institution of Twitch.tv, the one and only Weird Paul. Weird Paul. Now, is it normal Paul? No, normal Paul's his cousin, and he's a pervert. Weird Paul, good guy. Weird though. So let's go soupy swim in Weird Paul's energy. I am watching him on the screen right now. He's tearing it up with some karaoke if you didn't understand my Japanese accent. Namaste to everybody. We'll be back, I think, this weekend. I'll let you know on Saturday. I'm trying to finish up a bunch of stuff for Growth to Nowhere month next week, and we'll see. We'll see. If I got it in me, I'll do it. But yeah, join the Discord to stay abreast and the Twitter and all that. Now I'm gonna say either way, guys. Let's take this energy on over to Brother Weird Paul. I'll see you guys all very soon. Is anyone still around from YouTube even? Probably not, right? I feel like YouTube, they hang out and then they leave. Sunshine Melody, thanks for hanging out. Such a committed explorer. Namaste to you. Hypercryptomatic. Matthew is looking you up and down, but I'm bad. No, you're not bad. I'm just talking to you honestly and forthrightly, as you deserve, because you're an adult, a powerful adult. When you don't make sense, you deserve to hear that. Even though it's powerful, it just makes no fucking sense at all. Namaste to you, though. Blessings, M. Robert Kopp. Namaste to you. Yep, I sure do like cats. Thanks for hanging out. Sunshine, Pepperoncini, Fram. Who else, man? Do people get nervous to chat and call? I don't understand. I think that's what's happening. Yeah, Hypercryptomatic, you're a crybaby tonight. Namaste, guys. We'll be back maybe Saturday, if not next Tuesday, for Growth to Nowhere 2025. Blessings and namaste to you guys. Let's head on over to Weird Paul. See you guys later.